Hi guys, Al here with episode 6 review of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. At first we see Megumi depart from Yuji and Nobara to attend to other matters. Yuji attempts to persuade Nobara to join him in watching Earthworm Man 4 at the cinema, but she declines, prompting Yuji to head off on his own. Meanwhile, Mei and Aoi have a conversation with Yoshinobu regarding Maki, Panda, Megumi, Nobara, and Yuji. They inquire about the possibility of promoting these 5 individuals to Grade 1 sorcerers. I felt like the theme of this arc might be how Yuji explained the movie to be, and it should be pretty interesting if that ends up being the case. Also, it felt like the movie was a reference to Geto and his cursed spirits. We see that they explain the specific missions that these 5 individuals must complete alongside current Grade 1 sorcerers or those of equivalent status. If they successfully meet these requirements, they will be promoted to semi-Grade 1 sorcerers. Subsequently, they will be tasked with completing Grade 1 missions on their own. Achieving significant results in these missions will determine their eligibility to become Grade 1 sorcerers. Aoi expresses his belief that Yuji has the potential but acknowledges that Sukuna's presence could complicate matters. He relates all of this to a future where he and Yuji can coexist peacefully. This discussion takes place as Aoi and Mei engage in a heated game of table tennis. Mei reminds Aoi that he won't be permitted to accompany Yuji on this journey, as he and Mei were the ones who recommended Yuji for promotion. I didn't expect Mei to recommend them, but I really enjoyed her and Aoi's interactions, and the animation was just great. Next we see that out of the blue, a young woman named Yuko Ozawa bumps into Nobara and inquires about Yuji. She reveals herself as a former acquaintance of Yuji from their junior high school days and shows Nobara a picture of her past self, leaving Nobara astonished by Yuko's dramatic transformation. Yuko expresses her desire to obtain Yuji's contact information, hinting at potential romantic feelings for him. To assist Yuko in gathering information about Yuji, Nobara contacts Mr. Ajichi to see if Megumi is still with him. She requests that he halt the car since Megumi is better suited to provide insights about Yuji to Yuko. Nobara assures Yuko that she has no romantic interest in Yuji. Megumi soon arrives, and Nobara questions him about Yuji's relationship status. While Megumi is uncertain about Yuji's romantic involvement, he mentions that Yuji has posters of female celebrities in his room. Yuko queries Megumi about Yuji's preferences in girls, to which Megumi recalls Yuji mentioning a preference for taller girls, giving Yuko a glimmer of hope. Nobara sends a text message to Yuji, requesting his presence and expressing her concern that he may not recognize Yuko. Fortunately, Yuji arrives and instantly recognizes Yuko, despite her changed appearance. This part was super hilarious. I laughed way too hard while watching it, and I got reminded why I like the dynamic between them. Then we see that in a flashback, Yuko witnesses Yuji engaged in a conversation with 2 boys, discussing their preferences regarding girls from their school. Yuji, with his straightforward honesty, states that if he were to choose a girl to be interested in, he would pick Yuko. Despite the disagreement of the other boys, Yuji insists that Yuko would make an excellent girlfriend. Yuko, touched by Yuji's words, leaves school, considering Yuji as the only boy she has feelings for because he sees a different side of her that no one else does. Returning to the present, Yuko and Yuji catch up briefly before Yuko departs for another destination. The scene shifts to Megumi and Nobara discussing Yuko and Yuji. Nobara mentions that Yuko has shared her contact information with her and playfully vows to find a boyfriend before Yuji gets a girlfriend, as she would be upset if he were to enter a romantic relationship before her. Yuji rejoins them and invites Megumi and Nobara to watch Earthworm Man 4 together. Like I said earlier, I think love will play a major role in this upcoming arc. I'm not sure why Yuko didn't tell Yuji her feelings, but I think Yuji would have accepted them given how nice of a guy he is. Moving on, we see Yutahime, lost in thought, is interrupted when Yuji, Nobara, and Megumi approach her. They have come to discuss the suspected traitor at the Kyoto school. Although Yutahime is about to reveal the identity of the traitor, the scene transitions to Kasumi, who is inquiring about Mekamaru's report as the deadline for submission is approaching. Yutaheim then leads the trio to the basement level of the Kyoto school, where they intend to speak with Kokichi Muta, whose real body is Mekamaru. She suspects Mekamaru due to her process of elimination and his puppet manipulation curse technique. Unfortunately, their investigation leads them to a dead end. So it seems like Mekamaru is the one who has been passing information to Geto for some reason. Also, this mission doesn't seem to be the one that is supposed to promote them. Next we see Geto and Mahito pay a visit to Kokichi in his hideout. Geto devises a plan in which Mahito will employ his idol transfiguration curse technique to curse Kokichi's body. While Kokichi has been a valuable asset to their cause, Geto intends to eliminate him once they have finished healing him. I'm seriously failing to understand Geto and his goals here. It kind of feels like he is being bad just for the sake of being bad or something like that. At the end we see Kokichi implore Geto and Mahito not to harm the people of Kyoto School since they were the first to break the binding vow. After this plea, Mahito proceeds to heal Kokichi, but soon, a fierce battle ensues between them. At one point during the confrontation, Kokichi summons a colossal incantation of Mekamaru, which functions like a mechanical robot from a science fiction anime. Kokichi is determined to share the Shibuya plan with Gojo and request his protection, but before that, he intends to deal with Mahito. In a climactic move, Kokichi unleashes his Ultra Cannon against Mahito. The fight was great as usual and the animation was nicely done. I don't think Mahito will lose, at least not this easily. Overall, it was a nice start to the new arc, and by the way, I love the opening song, it's a banger. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. If you like my video and want to see me make more, then hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to say something, then leave a comment. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram or check out my Facebook page. Links are given in the description. Until then, see ya.